ain't gon' sell itself. All this ain't gon' sell it.
I want to speak about T.I. All right. T.I. has admitted Mr. Grand Hustle, Mr. King of the South,
who was just beefing with Charleston White the other day.
Just beefing Charleston White, his son and all that. Charleston White threatening his son King. He gonna shoot him and whoop-de-woo, right?
Yeah.
T.I. said out of his own mouth that he snitched on his dead cousin. Now, you got somebody called something Gangsta Williams, Terrence Gangsta Williams. That's Baby from Cash Money's brother. Now, as of recently, he was released from prison. All right. So Gangsta Williams is under a whole lot of ridicule. People are attacking him because he snitched on some dead men also. All right. Shout out to Terrence Cunningham in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate everybody in the building. All right.
Shout out Big T.
Shout out to Big T. And let's reset the building one more time. All right. You guys, this is the L.O.T.S approved Mafia Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. All right. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. This guy right here, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. This is my partner in crime.
I goes by the name of Planet, goddammit, Free
Planet,
G5.
goddammit.
You already know Free G5. We in the building. Shouts out Murder Gardens. Shouts out everywhere. Shouts out Dade County. Shouts out Broward County. Shouts out Pompano. Shouts out shouts out the whole.
Shout out to the whole Broward County. Shout out to the whole Dade County. Shout out to Palm Beach. All right. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to the whole Florida.
Yeah.
Part.
Shouts out to the Gunshine State. You already know how it is, man. Yes, sir. That part.
And like I said, this is the
Don't Shoot the Messenger
podcast.
All right, and this is episode number 11. All right, the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. We going in. So, like I said before, back to T.I. Now, T.I. basically said that he snitched on his dead cousin in order to get out of a case. All right, and people are saying. First of all, let's talk about it. They're saying T.I. Everybody's trying to say T.I.'s a snitch. You guys remember T.I. got caught for all them guns, right? Now, with that being said, T.I. had his bodyguard go pick up a bunch of guns. All right, all types of heavy artillery, super real heavy artillery, real heavy artillery. All right,
straight up.
So now. The guy got caught in the parking lot, what have you, woo-de-woo, and I guess the feds were able to make the man snitch on T.I., in which T.I. subsequently got locked up for that, right? Now, you guys know T.I. was seen on TV. This was a part of his agreement when the case was over, right? The feds basically tell him that he has to go on a no snitching campaign, in which that was the plea agreement.
Right.
So T.I. went on national TV and was telling people he was influencing people to snitch, basically telling people y'all need to snitch. If you see a crime, report the crime, right? Now you guys know Tip, this is Grand Hustle, this is Mr. Rubber Band Man, this is the guy that says that he started trap music.
Right.
T.I. said he started trap music, right?
Right.
So this guy is with all his street credentials. Oh, that's what Young Don said. Crime Stoppers. Facts though. Shout out to Young Don. Appreciate that, homie. He did a Crime Stoppers commercial. All right. So T.I. was seen doing a Crime Stoppers commercial in which he told everybody to snitch if you see a crime. All right. Now, me looking at the situation, I looked at it like this. If police told me to do that, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you, I would have did that. First of all, he ain't telling you to actually go and snitch on nobody and stand on the stand. They didn't say, yo, go snitch on somebody and stand on the stand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And for two, any street person would know that was a plea agreement. Any street person would know that was not his true intention. He doesn't want nobody to. Who the hell was gonna listen to this man and really say, yo, let me start snitching? Anybody that would have, if T.I. was able to convince anybody to start snitching, that person was a snitch to begin with.
Literally.
T.I. did not influence no street dudes that have real street credibility that are really in the streets to snitch. Nobody that's in the street saw that Crime Stoppers video and said, you know what? Damn, Tip telling me to snitch. That's my favorite rapper. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and snitch. Ain't no. First of all, we saw my street dudes. You know, contrary to what people think, we're conscious of what we're doing. All right, we're playing. We know what side of the fence that we're on.
Right.
All right. So when we see these commercials, anybody with any common sense would have been like, "Damn, they forced T.I. to do this." You know, T.I. was forced to do this because subsequently he was not. That was not his campaign until he got caught.
Exactly.
He's doing it on national TV.
Exactly.
All right? So now T.I. got a bunch of backlash for that, rightfully so. That's why the snitching thing is kind of. That's why you see nowadays people are addressing snitching and trying to get more clarification on that word snitching, because the word snitching is getting blown out of proportion. All right. But now let's talk about it.
Right. Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Wait 1 second. All right, let's talk about it. T.I. had a case in which his cousin was involved. His cousin passed away. T.I. took the opportunity, he said out of his own mouth, T.I. took the opportunity to snitch on, to put all the blame on his cousin. T.I. transferred all the blame onto his dead cousin. Now, this is the crazy part. T.I. said his cousin came to him in a dream and told him to snitch on him. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question, Planet. If you did a crime,
right,
hypothetically speaking, because I know you're a good citizen,
right,
hypothetically speaking,
right.
If you did a crime,
yes,
and you had a co-D,
right,
a co-defendant, for those who don't know what co-D means, a co-defendant, and you passed away during that process, would you mind if your co-D put the crime on you?
Before you even go any further, no. I'm already
and I
gone.
love that, dog. I love that you said that,
gone.
homie. Don't shoot them. I love that you said that, because the first thing that ran across my mind is, dog, if I did a crime and I passed away during that process of the court proceedings, bruh, put all the crimes on me, homie.
Yes.
Put all the crimes on me, homie, and free yourself. I'm gone, dog.
Free the whole clique if you can. Free whoever could get a G pass. Whoever
that
could get
part.
a G
Free
pass.
yourself.
Free yourself. Please. Yeah, I mean,
free yourself.
That ain't gonna make no sense. You sitting there. What you gonna be sitting there while I'm already dead, bro? What you gonna do? You're gonna hurt yourself even more. You're gonna kill yourself now. That's what you're really gonna do. You're gonna be sitting there stressing and killing yourself when you could literally just free yourself and live life and be like, yo,
free yourself.
I thank the Most High for this opportunity and the second chance. I'm not gonna waste it this time. You feel what I'm saying? If you got that opportunity, use it. Please use it. Use it for the good. He didn't use it and just sit on his ass. That's the one thing.
Now, I'm gonna keep it all the way thorough with y'all. All right, me and Planet got off of probation this year. All right, so we have the street background. So if we're telling you we would allow our co-defendants to snitch on us if we were dead, not us being alive. Now, calm down. Now,
calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down, John.
Not if we.
Oh, hey, boy, don't do that.
Listen. I'm not saying if we're alive, but if we so happen to subsequently passed away, Lord forbid, because we know we here forever, we're gonna forever remain. We're gonna speak that into existence. But hypothetically, if something like that was to take place, me and Planet are saying, snitch on us, man. Put all the crime on us, brother.
Yeah, man. Put the whole conglomerate on us, man.
The only thing I would say, there's one contrary to that.
Yeah.
Don't put no rape on me, homie.
Straight up.
Don't put no rape on me, homie.
Matter of fact, that shit ain't even gonna test. It ain't gonna test right because DNA is out here. So your dumb ass try to put rape on me and let the ass lock your ass up even longer. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's you being
Facts,
dumb,
yo, that shit's hilarious. Yo, listen.
You
know Facts though. Don't put no rape on nobody. Don't even attempt. And like you said, man, that DNA is gonna prove you wrong. All right. That part. But other than that, man, whatever it is, bro, you put that on my account. I'm cool with that, bro.
Straight up, bro. You know
I'm
what
grown. I'm not gonna have the consequences. But this one thing I did think about though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people take revenge on people's family members.
Mm.
So if you put it on me now, does that mean that my family is at jeopardy now? If it's a rivalry thing, like two different people that's going to war with each other, does that mean that my family's at jeopardy now because you put the crime on me?
In T.I.'s sense, I want to say no, because remember how he so-called came to him in his dream. So that means it was plotted and planned and put together with other family members in mind. So if they was to remember, he was actually going through the court process of this situation. So that means they still had to do their investigations. They still had to do all these things. You know what I'm saying? So when they actually talked to these witnesses, oh yeah, that was such a call who did that. It wasn't T.I. That was what you call a situation. That was what you call a situation. T.I. just happened to fund it or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? And then they would be like, okay, cool. But nah, if it was just blatantly, yo, I'm coming to do it, and just like, nah, man, even that, it won't matter. Just do what you got to do, man. That's all I can say.
I ain't gonna lie. Put that on me. You could put the pause. You could put the crime on me, bro. If I pass away, you have to put that on me, dog. Free yourself and live this life, this mundane life, because I'm going to the next realm, on to the next challenge.
On to the next paradise, man. Waiting for y'all to meet. You know what I mean?
So now, my thing is planning. Do you see okay, my thing is, this is funny, because T.I., this snitching thing keeps getting put on top of T.I.
Right.
T.I. keeps getting labeled with this snitch label, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the irony is the age that T.I. is at, he's been hit with these snitch allegations.
Mm-hmm.
To be a grown man, and you got to worry about somebody calling you a snitch, and you're not in the streets no longer. Yeah. These are prior situations that people are digging back up and throwing them on you. But I give T.I. to T.I.'s credit. The general public was not aware of him snitching on his dead cousin.
No, all this time. That just recently it was. But you see, it comes out after he starts that allegation of foolishness with Charleston White. You feel me? Who actually gonna go dig up and look up history behind you to try to discredit you for the gangster that people think you are, or this and that. He's gonna try to do that's what he has time to do, that type of research to try to discredit people. You know what I'm saying? That's what his niche is in the game. You know what I'm saying? He needs what we can say, he needs codees. He needs people to be able to back his movement, the snitch movement that he got going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just coincidental same time that his snitching on T.I.'s son and this and that foolishness come out, and there was this and that coming out. Now the snitching allegations against T.I. come out. It's just weird. But at the end of the day, if I was the dead cousin and I came to you in the dream, snitch on me, get out. I don't, hey, that's your choice of female who you with, Tiny. Hey, y'all have a good life. You know what I mean? Hey, but enjoy it. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? But other than that man there,
That's crazy, man. Like I said, T.I., they trying to they tainting T.I.'s name. Oh, and this is another thing too. All right, so now you got Terrence Gangster Williams. Like I told you, that's Cash Money Records owner Baby. All right, Baby's brother.
Yeah.
He's back on social network and he's speaking about the situation. Now, this the irony. You know, Bootsy got an album coming out with T.I. They have the album. The album is finished. They're actually shopping the album. They're looking for a distributor, right? Basically, Bootsy was saying some things about Terrence Gangster Williams. He was saying that Baby's brother was a legend in New Orleans. He was a legend throughout the prison system. Right. And he basically said he seemed like he was very he was mad about it. Boosie was saying that Terrence Gangster Williams, he basically dirtied his face and his legacy. So Boosie basically saying, man, you're not a gangster no more. You ain't a gangster no more because you told on some dead niggas. So you're not a gangster no longer, right?
Right.
And now Bootsy, like I said, Bootsy was adamant about it. You know how Bootsy's passionate. When you see Bootsy on them Vlad videos, he be passionate.
He go in.
All right. So now Bootsy went ahead and said, you're not a gangster no more. Basically, denounce this man's gangster. All right. Basically, his whole legacy. Basically said his legacy is obsolete now. It doesn't count no longer because you snitched on some dead dudes, right? But now, what do you feel about T.I., my friend? Bootsy got an album come out with T.I. T.I. snitched on his dead cousin. Are you gonna be so vocal the way you was vocal about Terrence Gangster Williams? The way you was vocal about Baby's brother? That's what Terrence wants to know. That's what he wants to know. They call him gangster. That's what gangster wants to know.
Yeah, is this gonna deter the project?
Facts though, because you was going in, you went in on him, so you're not gonna go in on T.I.?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't make no sense for you to go in on T.I. to be not in all actuality, because how can you just turn on T.I. like that? When you had so much regard for T.I., you hold him with high regard. You held T.I. in high regard. You did a whole project with T.I. But now all of a sudden, what you gonna do now? You're gonna dismiss the project? What, you no longer signing off on the project no longer?
Yeah, that's
what's actually gonna happen.
That's the crazy scenario behind it now. Cause remember, it's same scenario.
It's the same exact scenario. Snitching on a dead person to get off on your crime. Even though credit to Bootsy. Bootsy did all that time, and he actually he was able to beat his case, all right, and get released, right? So I guess Bootsy feel like he did his time without snitching, and he got the better end of the deal, and eventually was able to be free once again.
Right.
But these guys were not so blessed. They wasn't so lucky. And I don't like to use the word lucky, but they wasn't so blessed. Right. So my thing is to Bootsy. My question is to Bootsy. Bootsy badass. Is you gonna trash that project you got with T.I.? Because T.I. snitched on a dead cousin. So it's the same exact situation, Bootsy. What you gonna do now? Because you were so vocal. That's why they say
if I was in Bootsy's shoes and I was carrying on how he was carrying on, I'm trashing that project.
Facts. Honestly, you would think that he's gonna trash that project, but see, it's like this when they say this, guys. They say this when you point a finger at somebody, you have 4 fingers pointing back at you.
Exactly.
Right? When you point a finger at somebody, you have 4 fingers pointing back at you. That's why us as human beings, it's not in our best interest to judge each other. We're all born into sin. Though I'm not saying to agree with a snitch. We don't agree with snitching. Period. All right? That's a cowardly movement. We all understand that, especially if you got a street background. You don't have to be street because even the police don't respect snitches.
Straight up.
All right?
They don't even tell on their own.
But at the same time, things are a little complicated. That word snitching doesn't apply. It's not a black and white thing in all situations. All right? Especially snitching on a dead man, brother.
Yeah.
It's not the same as you snitching on somebody that's your co-defendant, that he's still alive and he's gonna face that time if you put that time on him. It's not the same thing. This man is actually gone, right? So we gotta be careful when we judging people and pointing that finger, because like we said, there's 4 pointing right back at you. So now what Bootsy's doing now? Bootsy is discombobulated now, because one thing you're saying this, you're doing that, and things are just subject to change and changing direction so quick.
I would scrap the project. With all that foolishness going on, I would actually scrap the project. And then
I wouldn't scrap the project, but if I was Bootsy, I would be forced to scratch the project.
I'm saying from Bootsy's perspective, I would scrap it. If from T.I. perspective, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna drop the album. It don't matter. I don't feel how you feel about the situation.